What have you done with Le Guru du MMA? I don't know what happened to Le Guru du MMA.
Is back, very much needed.
I'm Peppa Pig.
Very, very based. Very based indeed. Yes. Has it started? Yeah. Sup, Julius, ever watched season 1 SpongeBob while high? It's different? No. Never watched SpongeBob while high. No, I have not. I'm not, when I used to get high, I never used to watch something like that entertained me. I used to get like really hooked on like some like rabbit hole shit. Like I'll get high and plot a way of taking over like a continent, you know what I mean? Or I'll get high and I'll watch a deep dive history thing that explains so much, really. I can't like watch a cartoon. Good day, what's up, guys? Hate to say it, but Ilya Tapuria walkout is so tough, especially the 317 one. Yeah, it's all right. It's good. The guitar at the start is really good. It is good, but yeah, there's better walkouts. I quit smoking weed. God. I quit smoking weed the other day and I feel 10 times better already. It's good for you, dude. It's nice to go back now and again, but it's really good to have a long period of time where you're just soberly brained. I always get more YouTube stuff done whenever I'm, since I've, whenever. If I go back for like a week of it, it just takes me right out of the loop. So I'm always way better on YouTube since locking in. Especially like just after, during the pandemic, it was bad. I was smoking so much, but just after the pandemic, dude, I locked in like crazy on like content and videos. You think Wonderboy can pull it off this weekend? No, I think Gabriel Bonfirm is going to wrangle him to the ground and sub him. I don't think he's playing games with that, What was I going to tell you guys earlier? Oh yeah, in the public stream, I wanted to tell you guys this. Have you been watching Tough? Anyone here been watching Tough? I'm watching every episode. I'm watching every episode of Tough. Tough is actually really good this season. You should watch Tough. This season, you should watch Tough. This season, you should be watching it, I think. The fights are really good. The fighters are really good. And there's good moments in everything. There's a scene in it, yeah, where one of the guys misses weight. This is a couple episodes ago. One of the guys misses weight, and they keep the fight on. They keep the fight going, and Chael pays the other fighter to take the fight. I think he paid him a few thousand per pound of weight that was missed. And the guy missed weight by 5 pounds. And I think Chael ended up giving the guy like 18,000 pounds or $18,000 or something. And they had to like come up with that just before the weigh-ins. And there's actually some like stuff to it, They bring in fighters. They just had Moreno on there to coach all the fighters. Before that, they had Colby Covington on the show to coach all the fighters. The last episode before that, they had TJ Dillashaw on the show to coach all the fighters. So, yeah. Oh, it was 12K? Yeah, well, there you go. But still, it's a really good show. So is London like the UK's New York? Yeah, London is the UK's New York. Shit. Crime heavy. Stinks of shit. Dark. Gloomy. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's very much similar. And I guess that Birmingham is like the UK's Chicago. Yeah, Birmingham might be more like New York, I agree, because of the concrete jungle part of it, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Same. Same, Nickelback. I'm through with standing in line. The gloves I never get out. What about Liverpool? Liverpool? It's not Chicago. No, it's not. It's not Chicago at all, lad. I'd say Liverpool's like Boston. There you go. That's a good one. Liverpool's like Boston. There's a good example. If Birmingham's New York, Liverpool's Boston. That's a actually perfect analogy there. I don't know what Leeds is. Probably like fucking Baltimore or some shit. People forget, man. Guru sneezed on episode 1. True. Liverpool's Boston, and I don't know too much about Boston, but if you're from Liverpool, you don't shut the fuck up about being from Liverpool, and every single thing that you do in your life revolves around the fact that you're from Liverpool and that you're Liverpudlian. So that reminds me of someone that would be from Boston in America. That's my UK impression of someone from Boston, is they constantly talk about being from Boston, and every single conversation ties into how they're from Boston, and being from Boston is like 50% of their personality. So I think that's what I'm talking about. Intentionally putting twang on words to make the accent thicker and more different and more unique and individual. It just sounds like a Boston-Liverpool parallel. John Anik, exactly, yeah. On the card. Put that more on the card. On the fight card. Kind of weird when a millionaire gets sick and asks for money from strangers. Who? Ben Askren? I mean, a double lung transplant surgery is not cheap. I doubt he asked for the entire pay of it. I think he doesn't want his entire finances to be ruined because he chose to continue living life. God. Also, by the way, chat, I feel like Americans here, you guys get sick from things that we don't get sick from in the UK a lot more. And I think your healthcare is like directly made to... Obviously, it's made to cost you more. I think the healthcare system in the UK is way worse, and we do pay for it. It's not free. We pay like twice as much tax as you guys. But you guys get like... You like nearly die from like minor things that shouldn't be killing you. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just don't think anyone from the UK would get pneumonia and need a double lung transplant. Like, I don't think so. Like, I really don't think that would happen in the UK. It just seems like your problems medically immediately become the worst case scenario where the most treatment is needed to save you. You know? I would say. So that's I guess the negative part of American healthcare. It's the food, Guru, yeah. Like, our GPs, our general practitioners that check up on you, there's no benefit to them getting you on, because they don't get paid by how many customers they have, or how ill someone is. So that's where it is good. But yeah, the taxes are worth it to not die from infections. Yeah, but the demoralization from paying that level of tax while the country doesn't improve in any way it's underrated. It's an underrated aspect of being here. Things getting worse while you get charged more and more tax every year is an interesting revolutionary technique of governing. Guru, apparently not gooning can negatively impact your prostate. Is this true? I imagine not nutting at all can negatively impact your prostate, but I don't know about gooning specifically. I'm pretty sure that's bad in general for you. 25k a year die from pneumonia in the UK. Yeah, but I bet you they're old women in the winter that can't afford to turn their heating on. I bet you that's what it is, though. It's not like some like very healthy athlete getting staph infection and needing a double transplant of lungs. You know? No, that's just not what it is. Wait! What's up, Adam P? Ben's situation isn't the norm. I know. Like, you guys get things like Lyme disease. Never fucking heard of it. You know? You'll be like listening to an American and all of a sudden they've had Lyme's disease since they were a teenager. And I'm just from the UK and the rest of the Europeans are probably thinking, what the fuck is Lyme's disease? It's from ticks? Well, there you go. Like, you just get like weird, obscure illnesses and problems that we just don't really have, I guess. Because we've been here for longer, right? So I feel like we're more attuned to the environment here. Whereas it's still fresh over there in America. Australia get it heaps. Yeah, exactly. The New World is less, you know, safely inhabitable environment-wise, obviously, than the place that has been lived in for thousands of years. Americans still get chickenpox. Yeah, stuff like that, I imagine. But we do get them in the UK as well, but not as much. I never had them. I never had chicken pox or anything like that. I couldn't get them. My mum actually used to let me play with a kid with chicken pox. Anyone else's parents do that to him? One of my friends had chicken pox or smallpox. I don't know. I don't think it was smallpox. It was chicken pox. And my mum made me play with him, basically, so I would get it. Jesus. No, you're supposed to get it. Like, I think that she was encouraged to. No, she wasn't trying to off me. If you know, you know. If you're a parent out there, you definitely know as well. Yeah. Some people in chat know. Yeah, if one kid has chicken pox, you want to make sure every kid has it at the same time. And you want to make sure that your kid has it once. Because you can only get it once in your life. And if you get it as an adult, it's way worse than if you get it as a child. So you can get it to get it out of the way in your life. Yeah, exactly. So one of my friends when I was younger had chicken pox. And my mum and my friend's mum made me and my friend go play with him for the whole day. And my friend got chicken pox, but I never got it. Lyme disease is actually pretty common in the UK and Ireland. It's just very misdiagnosed. You're Googling stuff. It's not a commonly heard about thing over here. You see it very common, probably because a few hundred people got it or something. Should have asked him for a tongue kiss to make sure now. It's because you're ginger. It probably is because I'm ginger. There's weird immunities and also, what's it called? Deficiencies in other areas as well. Your future downfall is chicken pox. No! How could I die from chicken pox? Please, no, please. Don't do it, please, sir. Please, don't do it, sir, please. Listening to you on my run, say something motivational. You've got it, dude. Imagine John Jones is chasing you down. He's excited. He's gaining on you. He's here. Maybe I should go running to have some aura in my neighborhood. Like, oh, there's that guy out there for his run again. What's he like, eh? What's this shit here? Damage. So damage defined as legal fighting techniques, the results of which lessen an opponent's capacity and then their will to compete. Knockdowns, forcing the opponent to the canvas. Heavy and or concussive legal strikes to vital targets. Legal strikes that force the opponent to retreat, readjust to or default to defense exclusively. Striking and or grappling that lead to visual injury. Grappling or submission attempts that hyperextend joints. Chokes that cause visible distress. What's the point of this? Apparently there's new rules that have just came out. This is what the Weasel's doing a fucking video on anyway. While everything else is going on in the world. It's too much to sit through, man. I have to sit through the whole 12-minute video just to get the point. I can't do it. I'll look it up after. Damage boost in the scoring, basically, that DC and Rogan on commentary are just going to continue to ignore. Grappling will have to be effective in the new rules. Based. Very based. Can't wait for Dominic Cruz to ignore that. Very, very based. Very based indeed. Yes. Impression of an Indian man looking for goats in the red light district. Oh, bloody hell, you know. How much for yodeling? Oh, just 2 carrots. Okay, you fucking cheap whore. Oh, you wore that shirt yesterday? Yeah, I did. Only for a few hours while I was streaming and I took it off. I'm a very nude person. I said this before in chat and everyone got really like weird about it. But whenever it was like summer, when I was a kid, I was like permanently in my underwear. Around the house. And in the garden. You know? But everyone like fucking calls me out for that kind of shit. But when I was a kid, me and my brother were like underwear kids, basically. Around your family, yeah. Dude, there used to be moments where, like, someone would visit and knock on the door and I'd, like, sprint to my room, like, don't answer it yet! Because I had to go get, like, dressed. But other than that, I wouldn't get dressed. You know? He deleted it on everything. All right, I believe you. I believe that you would have said something, but I don't know why he deleted it. You free balling? No, not free balling, just in underwear. Underwear only. Tell the itchy bum story for the new people. Oh, I used to gaslight my parents into leaving the shopping centre by saying itchy bum over and over again, basically. So it was like my technique where I just kept saying itchy bum when I was a kid. Like a toddler. When I was like wiping for myself, I'd say I have an itchy bum, and then I'd say it so much to my parents to be like, all right, we won't go in that shop then, and it would just they'd lose it basically. I'd just gaslight them into being like, we have a situation here, and then eventually we'd get home and I hadn't shit myself, you know. And it worked again. We ain't going in that extra store this time. Getting home 10 minutes early to play Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm playing Time Splitters, bitch. You've been tricked. You've been famoosed by the old Guru special, the old itchy bum switcheroo. I'd literally be like, we have a situation, yeah. Like, I've shit my pants. Like, I'd literally, like, drop that on them in the middle of a fucking Debenhams. You know what I mean? We'd be walking around a fucking Debenhams store or some kind of, like, we'd be walking around Primark for, like, half an hour, and I'd just, like, nuke it. Like, I've shit my pants. I've got an itchy bum. You know? I've got an itchy bum, and I'm going to poo myself. They would start panicking and rush the rest of the shopping experience, basically. Don't like it. It was like that, yeah. Battlefront 2 is better than Battlefront 3. Battlefront 3, sorry. So the UK is pretty small compared to the US. Do you know many UK content creators? No, you know what? Not a single UK content creator has ever interacted with me. Funnily enough. Some Australian content creators, US, Canadian, Canadian content creators. Even some guys from like different parts of the world, but no one in the UK has ever reached out. Not one. Not one single channel. Musical? Yeah, musical, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Logan Paul's been in my chat years ago, but yeah, no one from the UK has ever interacted with the channel. But people in the UK are fucking lame these days, probably scared. Oh yeah, Chicken Connoisseur, I forget. There you go. Chicken Connoisseur. How could I forget about the Chicken Connoisseur? But you know what I mean, like a YouTuber. Connoisseur is one, but he hasn't really been a YouTuber for a while, you know. But, yeah. Like current YouTubers not even popping in a chat once or anything, you know. Maybe Hopper MMA, yeah. What did Logan Paul say? I basically had a take that Floyd Mayweather should be embarrassed for the Logan Paul performance and how it was actually competitive and he should have destroyed Logan Paul. So my title was Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather should have been a draw. Because it was that shit, basically, was my take. And Logan Paul joined the chat and said, thanks, bro. And then he left. Le Guru de MMA has got it up, but it's got no views in 13 minutes, so he's not really one of the big dogs, you know?